Not a huge pop wrestling podcast without brought to you by.
Dog barking.
Hey, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Public. There. There. Cat.
Ghost peppers.
You didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
Two words for you.
It's me. It's me. It's that D-O-double-G.
If you're not down for that, they've got two
words
words
for you. Huge pop.
Hello, guys. I'm Scott Rogers, Collector Dad. We got Matt Rogers and little Andrew there. I don't know what your nicknames are. Royal Rumble review. Woo! Finally, Vince got his head out of his butt and did a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say that.
Just jump right into it. It's definitely. There was moments, and this is my favorite pay-per-view of the year.
Did it live up to its name?
I don't think it did this year. I was actually the pay-per-view as a whole didn't live up to my expectations.
I mean, they had all the big matches. I mean, there was none of those matches should have been weak. You know, you start the night with Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg, then you jump right into the women's tag, wasn't the tag team match, and then
the tag team led the thing off, and honestly,
tag team wasn't that good.
I didn't like.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that first match. What we had: Charlotte Flair and Asuka versus Nia Jax and Baszler, wasn't it?
Well, there's one thing that I'm gonna throw out there right now. Asuka Charlotte WrestleMania. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you know, you've seen it coming though, man. You've seen it coming. You know, Lacey Evans, she hangs around there often, you know, and it's going to be distracting. I could have told you what the ending was like before they even did the event. And eventually you're going to see, you're right, you're going to see Asuka and Charlotte, now that they're not tag team champions anymore, you're going to see Asuka and Charlotte battle it out at Royal Rumble. Only if.
Mania.
Oh, yeah, Mania. Only if, whatever her name is, the winner of the Royal Rumble.
Bianca Blair.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be the winner.
That was my point.
So.
But we'll get there.
But I thought that was a good match. I mean, but it was an expected match. I mean, it was a women's tag team match that you knew the winners before you going in it. I don't think Nia Jackson. I don't think she'll be tag team champ long. I don't think Vince will like that too much.
I think, and I'm going to piggyback off of something. I listened to a lot of wrestling podcasts, and Vince do this. Somehow get Tessa Blanchard to WWE. Let me tell you why. If he lands Tessa, crap. Put the tag team titles on Tessa and Baszler. So the toughest women. This is the whole program that I let Tessa and Shayna have the championship tag team titles for a few months. They lose it because some stupidity from either one of them. They start fighting. That gets them to say Survivor Series late in the year. Royal Rumble pops around. They continue their feud ends up being, and one of them's at that point going to have the championship. Then the other person's going to win the Royal Rumble, and then you have Tessa versus in event wrestling. That's what I would love to see. It's a pipe dream because I don't think Tessa Blanchard's ever going to go to a place like WWE, but that's something I.
Yeah, why don't you think Tessa Blanchard will make the WWE?
Well, first of all, I'd see her end up going with AEW. Tully, her dad is over, very much involved with AEW. I just see other.
Yeah.
I don't like the Charlotte Ric Flair thing. I don't think they're.
Who on this podcast is over that Charlotte Ric Flair angle that we seen a couple years ago? I am.
Boring.
It's boring. It's repetitive. So.
But let's just jump right into that Goldberg.
McIntyre.
Goldberg McIntyre. It was 7 minutes, and honestly, it was 4 minutes too long.
There's a lot. I thought, yeah, you're right. I think Goldberg, you could tell the ring rust that he had. He missed some spots, and it could tell it was just the same old stuff. 4 minutes. It lasted, like you said, 7 minutes, and probably I'd go with 6 minutes too long. It was not a good match. You knew there was heavy hitting. It was spears, and there was that Claymore kick, and it was over and done.
Now, McIntyre, he's face, right?
Yep.
He's face champion.
Yep.
What is he doing cheap shotting somebody? I don't get it. Got Goldberg with the headbutt before the bell even rings.
Yeah.
Come on, I don't get it. And honestly, that match would have been better. Would have been Randy Orton.
That would have made more sense.
Yeah, storyline it would have made more sense, but
right.
Because it just go back to when Goldberg comes out and says, "You don't respect the industry. You don't respect the legends." And all Drew McIntyre for the first 10 minutes of that promo was saying how he respects all the it doesn't make any sense.
Right. But I guess that's probably the difference between Sting and Goldberg, huh, Matt? That Sting knows what he's doing as an old-time wrestler, and Goldberg, he's been around. He needs to pack up his tights, man.
Well, we'll see what Sting does at that pay-per-view.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I tell you what, Goldberg at the end of that match, he looked just blown.
What I liked about it was he gave respect to where respect was due. He at the end they shook hands and they said, and I hope that Goldberg is done in 2021. I think it's time.
I think I was good at the start, but then I don't get I don't get how
What's up, Al Bush?
How they keep shot. Or when he's doing the face. The face, not a heel. Heels, I would say, do that. But one of my favorite parts of that match, McIntyre Well, first of all, the first part was Drew McIntyre at the end. Bergen them were strings back, but also I liked how Goldberg screwed Drew McIntyre that one
Yeah.
barricade.
Yep, that was huge. That was a huge pop.
I also like how Drew McIntyre just immediately got up.
I mean, it was what we would expect from a Goldberg match.
Well,
I think
it was match number 2, right, of the card. It was like almost like an undercard, really. And so,
well, it was the first match of the night and first match of the pay-per-view, and first match of the night was that tag team match. That was it was a pre-show match.
right.
So then we move into the next match was it the
Versus Sasha Banks.
yeah, Carmella. That was a Bella again shown more every time she comes out. I don't know if it's because she's facing Sasha, but Sasha is legit one of the best female wrestlers in the business right now.
Right.
But that spot that Bella took when she like flew over the top rope and like almost concussed herself, landed face first on the ramp.
Yeah. Those women, I'm telling you, those women take some shots, and they put out. They put everything into those matches, and that's just impressive to me. How she did take that shot. She smacked her face off that entrance ramp. High flying match, beat the heck out of each other match, and that's just, I don't know. It was good to see. You knew Sasha Banks was going to win. I don't know. Someday down the road, Carmella might get the strap, but you had to keep it on Sasha Banks. I don't think. You could tell. I mean, I could tell you after after Sasha Banks won the match, I could tell that you were going to see who won the Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble. It was because they've been having a feud, for the most of the last 2 weeks. So, there's the puppy dog.
Yeah, Boomer. Yeah.
Cute.
I don't think. No, I just Sasha. Again, it's so right now. The WWE is honestly the women's division has more spread out single stars.
Right.
I don't think they should even have. I call it the same.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've said before, Jim Cornette. I listen to his podcast. He makes an interesting point that they have a show 100% dedicated to developmental, right? They have it 100% dedicated to NXT and developmental. They have a show 100% dedicated to cruiserweights to a 205 Live. I mean, I think WWE has a great women's division, but why not give them their own show?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you can fill a whole 2 hours with just women's wrestling, and you can't. I don't think you could. But I see what you're saying. I see, but I don't know.
I think they need their own pay-per-view. They need to come back with Evolution again. They need to let the women, because there are enough characters and enough quality wrestlers in that women's division to be able to fill a 2-hour pay-per-view.
Right. Absolutely.
I've actually watched the Women's Evolution. I will just say this one in Evolution. And then last year in 2009, they filmed it. I will say one of the favorite matches in that one was Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair ladder.
I think right now you're right, Andrew. That was a good match, and I think WWE is missing Becky Lynch right now. To be honest with you.
Becky Lynch, I thought at number 30, Becky Lynch was the last person to enter.
Yeah.
Was
so
hoping.
we're moving. So Sasha wins that match. Sets it up for the Royal Rumble. The Women's Royal Rumble directly after that. That match had I'm gonna have I don't know I don't remember exactly who all was in it.
I know the first two people were Bailey.
That was good. That first setup was naming Bailey and Naomi. I'd love to see Naomi back. She looked good as before she left. She's I'm saying she looked phenomenal. Anybody interested in the Funko Pop? I got several Naomi Funko Pops. Just throwing it out there.
You got two.
Yeah.
I see one in the back.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, right there.
There's also one by Becky Lynch, I think that is.
Yep.
Which one? You got a glow in the dark?
Yeah, I got a glow in the dark Naomi. So, and I like to see her back. She was very athletic. She looked like she didn't miss a beat. So that was pretty cool. I like that. I know.
When Bailey won, Naomi, Bianca. The whole Billy Kay thing, it was funny for the first couple times, and then it just got kind of like seriously just. Hey, if there's any kids out there watching, earmuffs. It was dumb. It was absolutely shitty booking.
Is that when they brought the 24/7 champion through there and
oh my god, it was awful.
That was dumb. I mean, okay guys, let's get rid of the 24/7 championship belt because who is tired of seeing them running around the ring, jump in wherever they want to be and look foolish. I mean, you knew when who was it that who was the one that pinned whatever his name is. I can't remember his name. It's so stupid.
Was it one of the guy from the pre-show ended up pinning him later on.
The rap star?
Yeah.
The bald-headed guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the garbage that garbage. It's just garbage.
But okay, so Billy Kay and she got eliminated later on.
I kind of did the.
The entrance of the night, I think, was Shotzi.
Yes.
Came out of the tag, like, yeah, Shotzi.
Yeah.
But
then she got eliminated. I would have liked this.
Well, she stayed in there for about 4 minutes, and then Baszler came out next. Then Tony Storm.
That was kind of.
Tony. And then first Hall of Famer, Jillian Hall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Teaming up with Bill, that is.
It was awful.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Ruby Riott then came out.
I like her. I like Ruby Riott. I like her character.
Victoria came out, another Hall of Famer. Peyton Royce then, another NXT person in Santana Jarrett, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, Dana, Corey Wilson, Lacey Evans, James, Nikki Cross. I thought the Alicia Fox spot was hilarious.
Yeah. No.
Well, when And well, that was when Truth came out, and then she's
Yeah.
like, "No!"
Yeah.
I kind of like that part.
That was funny, but at the same time, it didn't need to be there.
No, you're right. Absolutely
Now
not.
we have our now, and no, it's dropped. Like something like
And they have Mandy Rhodes, Dakota Kai, Mella, Nina, Lana, Alexa,
It wasn't
Ember Moon.
Tamina's Snooker's daughter, right? Isn't Tamina Snooker's daughter?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. She has some she put on some she has some major back kicks, man. Those were some good kicks that she gave to a couple of those girls.
See, I think Tamina is getting what happened. Her dad happened to her.
Yep.
Not getting any push whatsoever. Horrible.
Right.
But so we'll go right into. We're not already talked Bianca Belair won. But pictures so different. I know anyone watching this by now, you've all seen a picture of Rhea Ripley and Bianca tangling, but Bianca Belair is clearly touching the ground. You're eliminated. Rhea Ripley should be better.
Yeah.
I mean,
That would have been cool.
I think Rhea Ripley would be a better competitor. I think she would be a better champion if you decide to put it on the person who won the Rumble.
Right. I think so. I think she would. I think Rhea Ripley should have been the winner. I think they missed the boat. I think they missed the boat when they could have had many storylines if you would have brought I'm missing names. Firefly Funhouse. Alexa Bliss. Yeah.
That was kind of
I wish she would have been there at the end. You could have done so many different things, Vince, that it's just disappointing. And then when you have a botch like you did at the end, I don't know. But I do believe I don't think the right winner was for the women's title. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be an angle they go with. Maybe on SmackDown tomorrow night we'll see an angle like, they'll dispute that but that's probably what's going to happen. They're going to dispute that and have a 15 women over the top battle royal at SmackDown. Mark, that's just a guess. Because Vince has nothing better to do.
Bring back the ghost of Teddy Long. Let me holler at you, player.
Let me holler at you, player.
So, well, anyway,
he's just bringing back the ghost. No, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna bring back the laptop and they're gonna sing "Bing."
Well, okay, so there were some names. I was kind of disappointed in not enough Hall of Famers or guys that are women who there's only they have them listed here as free agents. There's only 3 that are Hall of Famers or free agents or whatever. So in the women's Rumble, I was expecting like the Glamazons, and I was expecting Beth Phoenix. And those
Lita.
Lita.
I missed the lead. I missed some Lita, man. I think Lita would have been a good one. Trish would have been good. Those women are still, if you watch every so often get on Facebook where they are now, Lita and Trish, they look pretty buff. They look like they're pretty good shape.
Trish, like a workout, does her own like home workout videos and that.
They would have been good entrants. Maybe they didn't want to. I don't know. Who knows?
So was it right after? Yeah, it was after the women's Rumble. They brought out that Crazy Bunny or Bad Bunny or whatever.
Bad Bunny, yeah, that.
I'm glad that I watched it on Monday, simply because I could skip over it. It was trash.
Well,
What?
he came out on Monday Night Raw. He rolled up in a Bentley on Monday Night Raw, and he showed up on Miz TV, and yeah, so
You
it
are
was
correct.
correct. But no, it was garbage. It was surely garbage. Yes.
And the guy, I popped when I saw Booker T, though. I was like, oh!
Yeah.
And for him to just sit there for 4.5 minutes while this guy clearly horrible.
Clearly.
He's not that good.
No. No. I heard you're gonna go buy that album, Matt.
Fine. Nothing. Bad Bunny.
No, dude.
He really is bad.
You got him on Spotify. You know it.
No. What's really bad is his singing.
Not a bunny.
What the hell? Bad Bugs Bunny or something. But right after Bad Bunny, he had the Kevin Owens Roman match of the night.
Yeah.
And I love Royal Rumble, but KO and Roman, I'd watch that before I would watch Rumble over again.
That was a good match. I loved the part where they that KO put him handcuffed to that barrier. I was like, yes, they finally got it right. There's no way in hell that he can get up from this stupid thing. And then my excitement was deflated when that low blow came, and I will say this: WWE does not know how to finish a match. You go strong. That match was full of power. That match was full of big spots. I mean, both those guys, they
Swanton off the top of that.
Yeah, they got their asses beat. When he jacked up that pallet up high, and
Yeah.
I was like, "What in the world are you doing?" And then to finish it like with a low blow and a choke, no. I agree that was the best match of the night, but why? How do you finish it a match like that?
I think they're
I don't get it.
saw a comment. I saw this comment on. And it said it feels like Kevin Owens is generation.
Yeah,
That's sad because Kevin Owens is far better at. And no offense to Mick, Mick is just out of his mind. That's what made him good. Kevin
Right.
Owens is an athlete. Kevin Owens is a. I mean, if I'm starting my own promotion, I'd gladly have Kevin Owens. I would gladly put my chance, let him be my champion.
yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure how long Reigns will be champion. I hope it ends after WrestleMania. To be honest with you, I'm a Reigns guy. I like Reigns. I like his character. But dude, you have to take the strap off him. That storyline is over, and
Head of the table.
head of the table. So
It's not his yard anymore. It's his island.
my island, and props to him. He's a great athlete. He's been through heck with health wise and stuff. I get it, but he does perform. He's getting better on the mic. But that was a good match. I mean, throwing each other through the barriers, climbing up on pallets and jumping off pallets, swantoning off pallets. Dude, Owens got wrecked with that golf cart.
Yeah.
I was like, what? But again, they stole that from AEW. I just threw that in there. Sorry. That was an AEW stunt. But That was good. It was a lot of huge pops in that, I for sure. A lot of huge pops.
Well, I'm just gonna let our viewers know, whoever's watching us live, might get a little loud in here for a minute. Door 23. For Polar Plunge.
Ay, ay, los pongo a bailar la pelúa. El que no baile que lo despelucan. Hijo de puta no me cucan. Lean los números pa' que se eduquen.
Bad Bunny. That was for you.
It's something else.
That was for you, man.
It's something else.
Your favorite star, Bad Bunny.
I'm gonna rush out and buy his compact disc today.
I know.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna send Jennifer a text.
Bad.
While you're out, you need to get that CD.
Yeah.
No.
Go to Walmart.
Walmart.com, buy it as an exclusive, and bring it. Then I invite anyone who watches this show to do that, to go out and buy it. Send it to me. And next week, if you send it to me, I will break it live on this show.
Smash.
Garbage.
So
Get that CD.
But yeah, the everything that happened in that Owens Reigns match was perfect until winner was crowned.
yeah. Even Paul Heyman botched that ending too. You know, he was.
Yeah, he couldn't. He fumbled with the keys for.
Yeah, hey, badass, you need to catch your breath and slow down and you know, unlock the door, unlock the keys. Well, I just think that ending was stupid. But it was traditional WWE stuff. Great match, and they screw the ending up. And they got I mean, you know, the right winner, I guess, for the moment, but they just botched it. I mean, not the wrestler, not Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. This is a storyline, the story writing. It was horrible. So you get choked out. So what? I mean, there could have been. I don't know. I was hoping that when Paul Heyman was in there, you know, and messing around, he was going to get electrocuted or something like that. Or where was Brock Lesnar? Bring him. I mean, this is coming from me.
No.
But yeah, what I'm saying is
those 4 words never leave your mouth ever again.
But that would
was Brock Lesnar.
But that was better than a low blow
Brock Lesnar needs to not be. And Brock, hey, if you're watching, I will invite you to my house, and you can Flex City me all over the place. I don't give a damn. You need to.
But no, what I was saying though, bro, is that would have been better than a choke out. Really?
Yeah.
What should have happened? Where's Jimmy? Where's Jimmy go? Where's Ooze?
He didn't even show up. Where's Uso?
Okay.
Well, Jimmy's the one that's been hurt, right?
Show up and knock out. Where was Seth Rollins knocking out, beating the hell out of Roman Reigns? That would have been an epic setup for a new feud. But nope. We decided to go low blow and a choke out. Boring. Just saying.
What do you think of that match?
Ending was garbage, but later, like so good. I was almost off my seat on that when KO was up on the big. What are they called when they lift it up?
Oh, the forklift.
Yeah. I was like almost on the edge of my seat because it was a good match.
And I think Drew shares our opinion. Great match until the end.
Right.
I gotta go for a second. It might get loud.
So, but yeah, it was. I mean, that match was. It was what we expected. We all expected.
What it was.
Yeah, we all wanted KO to win. We all, let's jump on the KO bandwagon, but it ended the way everybody expected, and that's all it is. So
we had, I mean, just really wish WWE would figure it out. I wish they would.
Well,
and maybe, just maybe, with the new merger of NBC and WWE, maybe they'll get some NBC creative people.
Right.
I don't know. And I think at this point, I've been saying this for a few years now, Vince just needs to step back.
Does. He needs to stop showing up and just collect the unemployment or the retirement check.
It's his. Doesn't. I mean, it's not retirement. He owns a business.
Yeah, just sit back and collect a check.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have two owners. We have AEW's owner, Tony Khan, who's a mark for himself.
Being a mark, dude.
Creating garbage television.
Disagree.
Well, his booking just, to me, it doesn't make sense. Nothing, we said this last week. Like, this week was better than last week. Last week's was just garbage. Across the board, there was no good wrestling last week.
Right.
None. This week, a lot better.
Well, Raw sucked. But... Anyways, Royal Rumble. Not get off track.
Okay. Also, I got a $20 bill. Check it out. You need to donate money.
Yeah.
What are you doing in the Special Olympics, man? Andrew, what are you partaking in?
Well, I am going to do it. So this is what $150, $100.
Well, what it is, we have a cousin who has a front loader tractor, and he's going to fill it with ice cold water. It's for the polar plunge, and since they can't do a polar plunge, the pool, we're gonna. I'm not involved. I'll be behind the camera.
Rude.
Jennifer and Andy getting a whole tractor bucket dumped cold water. But it's to help special needs.
One of my cousins.
So, if they wanted to, Matt, do you have a PayPal? Matt and Andrew, do you have a PayPal account that they could send money to if they want to donate to that?
Let me look what that thing is. What the page for you?
Yeah, just type it in the comments after the show, because it'll be, if you want to type it in the comments, people can do that. So, but yeah, my nephew Andrew, he has a cousin that has multiple sclerosis. All right.
Well, it's
and it's for a good cause. And Andrew, he does a lot of things with his cousin. If you see him on their Facebook page, Matt Rogers' Facebook page, you'll see a lot of cool things that Andrew does with his cousin Wesley. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, they play baseball together. They do a lot of fun stuff together, and and Andrew, man, that's one thing I love about you, bro. You have a heart for your cousins, and you have a heart for the mission of what your cousin's going through, and that's a great that means a lot. That's as a young kid, you support your cousin like that. That's awesome, bro, and keep it up, man.
Also, especially he's older than me, doesn't know as much as I do. I will say I am smarter than him.
I think we got fighting words now, man.
I will say is those sorts.
I think you just cut a promo, bro. I just think Andrew, you just cut a promo on your cousin. He said, "Wesley, I'm smarter than you knew, and you know it." I think that's what he said.
MJF.
You went to MJF on your cousin, man. But no, I really, truthfully, Andrew, man, I love you for that. You're a good kid, man. Keep it up.
You.
So,
not like MJF whatsoever.
Neither do I. Anyway.
So we're going.
Men's Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah, Edge.
Edge was our pick at the beginning.
Right there, man. Rated R superstar. He looks fit.
I love the fact yeah. I've been an Edge fan since the Brood. And all those promos he's cutting leading into Rumble. The whole I'm going to go to WrestleMania and I'm going to win the championship I never lost.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And
we see some good Go ahead.
The whole fighting outside the ring there for a little bit
with Orton. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But I think it was just to set up the ending. But
Right. That chair shot Orton took to his knee, But you know what? Doesn't that happen like every year? Someone either gets hurt and comes back in, or somebody falls out and sits there.
Jericho invented the whole slide underneath the bottom rope and then just sit outside the ring for
an hour,
45 minutes.
Sit behind the barricade, sit behind the table, the announce table, and then come out
underneath the ring. Just
hang out. You knew that was happening. Every Royal Rumble that happens. The only thing they missed on this Royal Rumble, of the men's Royal Rumble, I think would have been cool if they would have seen R-Truth come in again. That'd have been bad, right? Not. Well, hey, I mean, why not? Why not do that? I mean,
tell you why not.
No, but the men's Royal Rumble, that sees some good superstars. One of my favorite parts of the Royal Rumble, I was excited to see that he was an entrance before the Royal Rumble, was Carlito.
I spit in the face of people who are not cool.
Yeah, dude, he's ripped.
You're not cool.
He's ripped.
That spot they did with Shinsuke was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they were, basically Shinsuke took his apple and he looked at the apple and threw it away. And yeah, so, I mean, Carlito, that was a huge pop. He came. I hope he's around. He looks like he's in shape to make a run at something. So it'd be good to have him back in on WWE a little bit.
You know who didn't look good?
Tell me.
Mr. Glenn Jacobs.
No, you look bad, dude. That was horrible.
It was embarrassing.
I was like, why? Why do you bring Kane back? Why? Are you?
You see he's got out?
Yeah, dude. I'm like, are you really? Can't you? You couldn't have find another one to make 30 people? Really? Are they all that busy that you can't find somebody?
I would have rather seen
Booker T. Oh, you would have rather seen Big Bunny. That's what you would rather seen.
Yeah. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, yeah. You don't want to see Bad Bunny come.
Big Bug Bunny.
But
then Hurricane Helms.
Yeah. No, that was not good. That was
Christian.
I liked that. I liked how they came up and they gave each other a hug, and I don't know if he's gonna come back around, if he's gonna stick around for a little bit.
I bet he's got another few minutes.
Yeah. He's gonna be good. It'll be interesting.
elimination. Fastlane elimination chamber match. Christian wins. Then it's gonna be Edge versus Christian.
Ooh, that might work. Good. That's a good. See, Vince got young people writing better shit than you. Anyway, but
I think what you're gonna see we talked about this after a couple days ago, like after we had watched the Rumble. I don't think it's gonna be Edge versus Roman, and
Spear versus.
I just don't think it's gonna happen. I think you're gonna see Seth Rollins shot at Roman. I think might even win the title for Roman.
I think so. I think you're right. I think, be honest with you, the right guy won the match, and it was a good ending. It really was. Randy Orton came back in, and it was him and Randy. Wasn't it him and Randy at the end?
No.
Yeah, Randy out at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was Orton, or it was Edge and Strowman. No.
Yeah.
The final three was Edge, Strowman, and Seth, and then Seth somehow eliminated.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if that was a botch or what it was, but
Well,
I don't know. It would have been good to see Seth Rollins win it, but the right guy won it. But I think you're right. I don't think you're gonna see Edge versus Roman Reigns. I really don't. I don't even think you're gonna see.
I think you see Drew McIntyre. Actually,
I don't even think he's. I'll go ahead. You tell me what you think, but I
see Drew McIntyre losing at Elimination Chamber.
So you think Drew McIntyre loses it? To who?
Yeah, I think he loses. And this is the only reason I'm saying this. I think they want the like they are doing with Roman and Kevin Owens, doing it. I think they're going to run the whole. I think Roman or Edge loses, not Edge. Drew McIntyre loses his title to Orton.
Okay.
And then at Mania, it'll be Orton versus Edge.
I told you, I talked to you earlier. It's no big secret. I used to be an NXT hater. I'm gonna tell you what. My brother convinced me to watch NXT. He said that was the show. It is right now for WWE. It's the show. I see whether it's Finn Balor, whether it's Karrion Kross, whether it's the other guy that's fighting Finn next. I believe Edge made a statement, and everybody's going to say no. I believe that he's going to go for the NXT championship. I really do. I think it'd be cool. I think there's. I think Edge versus Finn or Edge versus Karrion Kross. I think it'd be cool. I think there's a lot of other storylines WWE could do in Raw and SmackDown that they wouldn't have to use Edge as one of the. You know what I'm saying? Because you're right, Matt. NXT is the biggest show on that they have, and unfortunately, I think that's what you're going to see. Maybe I might be wrong, but I think you're going to see that.
No, these would be the best people to put. Back and check. Christian, Orton, AJ Styles. Not the big guy though. The guy has to be out. Try to get involved, but he doesn't. So that's 4 people so far, and I only got 2 more, which I think one of them would be mystery, and like no one thought of it.
That was my biggest disappointment of the battle royal was the gimmick that AJ Styles, big guy, has. He kept AJ Styles in 2 or 3 times. I was like, that was the stupidest thing. That was second to R-Truth running in. You know, I think you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see Big E get involved in the championship run. Myself, I think. But I think Matt, you hit it right on spot. I think you're gonna see a Seth Rollins Reigns at WrestleMania. So that's my prediction. But
So now we're heading to Monday Night Raw. That the spot with Alexa Bliss
at the end,
with Nikki Cross versus
yes,
Alexa.
yes,
But no,
it was Nikki Cross, yes, and she switched characters like 3 times.
yeah, that I mean it was cool.
But that match was
how many times are they gonna do that?
Yeah, that match was taped, obviously, because there's different segments, you know. I was like, yeah, it's cool, but you're right. Okay, I mean, I'm about as over with Alexa Bliss doing the Fiend thing as I am with the Fiend doing the Fiend thing. That was really screwed up at the end. You're wrestling, and all of a sudden some chick shows up on the post. And then black crap running out her mouth. I'm like, really? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The rest of the night, the other match with Randy and Edge, finally, Edge wanting to put him away. Finally, that was a good match. But again, how many times are we going to see Edge with Orton?
Right.
Right,
I agree. I don't know. The rest of the week didn't really. There's several huge pops that happened during the week, and well, Wednesday night was more the huge where most of the huge pops showed up. You know, NXT being one of them. They had several. My biggest huge pop for NXT was the Edge Finn Balor segment. That was pretty sick. That was pretty good. But my favorite huge pop of the week would go to my favorite show, AEW.
Well, I don't even watch AEW. I watch AEW, but I don't.
Yeah. We call Tony Khan a mark, right? He's a rich mark if he's a mark.
Oh, he's the definition of a mark, though. Like, you can't sit there and tell me, Tony, no offense, you have the money, you can own your own promotion. But he's a mark.
But very smart.
Well, on certain things.
He's given Vince...
On certain things, he's very smart.
He's given Vince a problem. And if Vince isn't careful, you're going to see AEW being the only one around.
No.
They're brilliant. I mean, they're brilliant. They bring in Impact. And you and I talked about it 2 weeks ago. Where else are all these guys? Rhodes, Moxley, Omega, Hangman, amongst more, all wrestled in New Japan. Somewhere. Somehow. Moxley still goes over there every once in a while. Last week he showed up at one of their main events and he caused problems. Well, we talked about a couple weeks that we met that what would be cool would be Kenta to show up. And he did.
Well,
so
yeah,
smart booking.
That was a bigger pop than anything happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that everything. I'm not saying that Tony Khan is the best, most awesome guy in the world. But he's hit some high spots, man. He's hit some huge spots lately.
Well, I I think when guys like Kenta used to be NXT called him Daniel Town.
Yep.
I think when guys like show up, it's more of a Cody Rhodes deal.
Yeah.
I think if Tony Khan can say, "Here you go, here's the booking," Cody Rhodes say, "Here, you book the show. I'm just gonna give you the money to do it."
I think you're going to see
If
that.
that ever happens, Vince McMahon and Hunter and Shane and Steph, you're in deep shit.
I think you're seeing that slowly happen right now because he's not in any title picture. He's booking himself in the stupidest match ever with Shaquille O'Neal. In my opinion, I think you're going to see that happen because you know what? You're right. Tony Khan is a mark. Tony Khan has money, and he's going to give his part of its stuff over to Rhodes and say, "Hey, look, go ahead." And then you're right. You're going to see amazing stuff.
Oh, Cody, and I don't, in my opinion, Cody's just as smart as his dad was.
Yep.
And what did his dad do? Dad was smart enough to create pretty much everything in WCW. And there for a very long while, WCW was better as far as quality of matches. And someone out there that's watching as a WWE network or have ability to watch WWE network and or on Peacock when they all the way over. Go back and watch some of the old school WCWs. It is better than the old school WWE stuff as far as quality of matches. The promos are better.
Right.
I'm just getting to be able to watch these matches because I was so into WWE. In Michigan, our region, it was WWE. Down south and like it was all WCW. I wish I would have watched more.
So I'll wrap up on that on the wrestling for the Royal Rumble in the week. Matt and I have the opportunity tomorrow. Matter of fact, I think it's Huge Pop Wrestling's biggest thing since we started. We have the opportunity to sit down with former ROH champion,
TV champion,
head of Shane, or his own promotion that he's going to talk about. It's going to be it's going to be good. We're going to sit down with former ROH TV champion Shane Taylor tomorrow. Check him out. Look on YouTube. ROH
2 o'clock. Standard time.
2 o'clock. We're going to record it. And after we record it on Skype, we were going to post it to our YouTube channel. Check them out. Check us out. I'm a little bit, to be honest, but I'm going to do some more research tonight to get ready. I am honored. I believe Matt's honored as well. I'm honored to have the opportunity to talk to a wrestling guy, and a big part of what is happening in ROH today. So all these, there's that. And I guess I say that because it's not all about WWE, NXT, SmackDown, Raw, or even AEW. There's other guys out there busting butt for other promotions. There's indie guys. There's ROH. There's Impact Wrestling that's finally getting noticed. But I'm loving the opportunity to sit down with him and hear what he has to say. So look for that. Probably that's Friday, so I'll have it uploaded by Friday evening, Saturday. So look for that. as Kenny Omega was said last night as he's walking to his van, he says, what?
Goodbye.
Mwah.
And good night. Bang!
See you guys.
Here we go. Shane, if you're watching, we're going to have a FanDuel commercial, and then the Shane Taylor's theme song. So, tune in tomorrow or this weekend. Check us out. Thank you again, everybody, for watching. And
Peace.
We'll see you next week.
Next
Are
week.
we going? Do we have anybody next Friday?
Yes. Friday night we have WCW, our ECW's own Chili Willy.
I will not be. I'll be actively watching that one. I won't be joining for that one. Is that the one I'm not?
I don't know. But anyway, look for us. Keep hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow us. We're only at 188 subscribers, guys. 200 gets a free Funko Pop for it in a drawing. So who knows? You might get a Naomi Funko Pop. You might get an Ultimate Warrior. Not Ultimate Warrior. I would never do that. A Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, Funko Pop. You get sucker. That's Mr. That's Booker T. Wrong person.
Hey, and you know what? If get 200 like or 200 subscribers, maybe I'll send subscriber a Bad Bunny CD.
A Smash Bad Bunny CD. Right.
Broken, and with the video attached to it.
With this.
Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen. En este género yo fui un
200 subscribers, let's go!
y se extinguieron como los danas.
All right, enough of that.